There was once a young samurai named Matajuro who came from a noble family of warriors. Though he was skilled in martial arts, his father believed he lacked the true spirit of a samurai and would never become a master swordsman. Determined to prove his father wrong, Matajuro set out to find the greatest swordmaster in Japan. He heard of a legendary master named Banzo, renowned for his unparalleled skill and the wisdom of his sword technique. Matajuro travelled far and wide to seek Banzo out, eventually finding him in a remote village. When Matajuro approached Banzo, he bowed deeply and said, "Master, I wish to become your student and learn the art of the sword. How long will it take for me to become a master like you?" Banzo, without looking up from the task he was doing, replied, 10 years. Matajuro, eager and impatient, said, "But I am willing to work very hard. If I practice day and night without rest, how long will it take?" Banzo paused and looked directly at Matajuro. "Then it will take 30 years. Confused, Matajuro asked, "Why will it take longer if I work harder?" Banzo smiled and said, "If you have one eye on your goal, you only have one eye left to see the way." Realizing the depth of this teaching, Matajuro dropped his expectations and submitted himself to Banzo's guidance. But to his surprise, Banzo did not begin by teaching him the sword techniques. Instead, he made Matajuro perform menial tasks, chopping wood, carrying water, and sweeping the dojo. For 3 years, Matajuro did nothing but serve Banzo, not once touching a sword. Despite his frustration, he continued to work, trusting in his master's wisdom. One day, while Matajuro was chopping wood, Banzo suddenly appeared behind him and struck him with a wooden sword. Matajuro was caught off guard and fell to the ground. "Be alert," Banzo said sharply and walked away. From then on, Banzo would surprise Matajuro with sudden attacks throughout the day while he was cooking, sleeping, or working. Matajuro learned to stay present, his awareness sharpening with each unexpected strike. Years passed, and Matajuro's senses became so keen that he could sense Banzo's presence even before he appeared. He could anticipate his master's every move, responding with speed and precision. He no longer thought about becoming a master or proving himself. He simply lived in the moment, fully engaged with whatever task was at hand. One day, as Matajuro was preparing dinner, Banzo attacked him with a real sword. Without thinking, Matajuro parried the strike effortlessly, his movements fluid and natural. Banzo stopped, smiled and said, "You have learned the art of the sword." Matajuro, bowing deeply, realized he had become the master he always sought to be, not through relentless striving, but by letting go of his attachment to the outcome and immersing himself fully in the present. The story of Matajuro and Banzo teaches us the essence of Zen practice. True mastery is not achieved through obsession or force, but through patience, presence, and deep trust in the process. Often we chase our goals with such intensity that we lose sight of the journey itself. But when we let go of the need to control the outcome and dedicate ourselves fully to each moment, the mastery we seek comes to us naturally. In life, the sword we wield is our mind, and the enemy we face is our own impatience and doubt. By embracing the present moment with full awareness, we can overcome any challenge and achieve true mastery in whatever we pursue.